sitting, hands on your thighs. We're going to start with movement. We're going to get right into it. Just going to circle the spine in one direction. And of course, our breath envelops the movement. We don't match our movement to the breath. We encapsulate the movement with our breath. The breath is the leader. The movement follows. And if you couldn't tell, there's no alignment here. You're just moving. You're just moving your spine. If it feels good to have your eyes closed, close your eyes. And you can move in any way that feels good. You're just doing circles. We're still in the first direction. And then let's reverse it. And then as you're ready, just come through center and find a moment of still. If you're comfortable cultivating Ujjayi Pranayama, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, but almost like you're saying as you exhale with the mouth closed. And then you recreate that sensation on the inhale. And it just gives you a gentle sound. You don't have to utilize Ujjayi breathing, you can just breathe. But if it's something that helps you as far as placing your mind on the breath, then go for it. And then make your way into a forward fold. Rise up. Feet at about hips distance. Knees bent to start. Torso hanging over the legs. Allow the neck to soften. Allow the head to give the neck length by being a weight at the end of it. And then shake your head out gently, yes. And then slowly, no. Settle in center. Keep your feet at hips distance. Bend your knees, lift your spine up. Come into a wide leg chair pose. And you can adjust however you need to on those feet. And then press up to standing. Keep the arms up. Send the fingers long from the back ribs. Root the feet. Draw the kneecaps up. Maybe rock a little forward and back. Maybe even lift your heels up. And then root the heels toes. And then connect the whole foot down, toes, mound of the big toe, mound of the pinky toe, center of the heel. Rise up through the arches. Inner legs, travel upward. Get a sense of your heart lifting up toward your fingertips. Notice your mind. Has it traveled off? Come back to your breath. Come back to sensation, foundation. Balance ease and work. Last few breaths. Maybe start to crawl your gaze upward toward your fingers, and then maybe press the palms together. With your next exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Inhale, circle the arms to rise up. Exhale, hinge from your hips to bow forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. You're going to step your left foot back. Pause here. Rise up through the center, crescent pose. Take a few breaths here. One more breath in. Bring your hands down to the ground. Step back to plank. Lower to your belly, please. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left knee into your chest. Place your left foot forward. Rise up into crescent pose. Take a few breaths here. Draw the feet toward each other. Find that same energy in the arms we had in Utthita Hastasana, the upward salute. Maybe bring the gaze up even. One more inhale. Bring your hands to the ground. Back foot steps to the front of your mat. Halfway up. Inhale. Fold down. Exhale. Rise to stand. Inhale. And draw your hands into your heart. Exhale. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back to plank. Lower to your belly again, one more time. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot steps forward. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, hands and feet top of the mat. Lengthen the heart. Fold down, exhale. Rise up to stand, inhale. Draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway up, inhale. This time take it back, lower down chaturanga or the floor. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Pause for a breath. Lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Let the breath move you. Rise, inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Yes. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath here. Rise to your toes, inhale. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Rise, inhale. Exhale, follow the breath forward to bow. Offer your heart in hand. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise up, dog. Downward facing dog, pause here, breathe. Just trust your body today. Try not to be too heady. Stay connected to the breath. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee, left tricep, exhale. Inhale back. Right knee, right tricep, exhale. Inhale back. Exhale, foot comes forward. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the heart to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows out wide. Yes, inhale, reach up, gather energy. Exhale, bend. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale, release the hands all the way down. Straighten this front leg. If you have blocks, use them. Lift the back heel high. And then purposefully root that left heel down. Left toe slightly turned forward. Bend the right knee. Sweep up and back, reverse warrior. Connect your feet down. Find your center. Smooth out the breath. One more inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Open up, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. So good. Left leg back, inhale. Cross over, tap that right arm. Inhale back. And then out to the left, exhale. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, place your foot. Crescent pose, rise up. Exhale, bend the elbows out wide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, rising up, reaching up. Exhale, release the hands down. Straighten the front leg, come real high on those right toes. Use your arms to draw the spine forward. Gently hug the left hip back. Use the outer right ankle to keep that right foot and ankle neutral. And then with purpose, root that right heel to the back of the mat, right toes slightly forward, just a smidge, and then reverse it up and back. Yes, beautiful. Notice where your left knee is in space. If it feels like it's falling to the right, gently move it over to the left, but keep the big toe rooted. So you've got a nice strong foundation to guide the leg. Last inhale. Come around, hands to the ground, move through vinyasa. Every vinyasa, chaturanga, is optional. Adding on to that, right leg back, inhale, stay with me. Exhale, cross to the left, stay here. Inhale, lift the knee up higher. Exhale, glide it down to the wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right knee, right tricep, exhale. Glide it down to the wrist. Bring it up high to lift up and back. And then place your foot forward. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, straighten the front leg. Reverse warrior, root the back heel, take it up and back. And then bring it around all the way, left hand down, left pinky side of the foot or left knee, Vashisthasana. Any variation that's good for you today. Last inhale, chaturanga if you want it. Rise, inhale. Dog pose, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Exhale, cross to the right, stay here. Inhale, lift the knee a little higher. Exhale, lower it to the wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, over to the left. Drop it down to the wrist. Draw up to stretch back. And then place your foot forward. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Gather energy, reach back up. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Straighten the front leg. And then root the back heel. Reverse warrior, take it back. So good, yes. Bring it all the way around. Right hand, right foot. Any version of side plank. Last inhale, chaturanga, exhale. Rise and open. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Stay with me, cross to the left, look to the left, extend the right leg out, fallen triangle, open it up. Left hand down, right leg sweeps up and back, and then right knee, right tricep. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Step your foot forward. Back heel roots. Virabhadrasana 1. Come up to center. Good. Virabhadrasana 1's a tricky pose. Beautiful. You're making it look so good. Back heel's rooted as much as you can. A lot of that has to do with ankle mobility. If your ankles are tight, it's going to be hard. Turn the toes open as much as you need to feel like you can root that back foot. So you have a really strong foundation in both of your legs, or for both of your legs. Right shoulder gently draws back, right rib cage gently draws back. Inner left thigh gently draws back. Lift the front of the hips up, soften the tailbone down. And if you do that too much, your back knee's going to bend. So it's all things in balance, all things in balance. One more inhale. Release your hands all the way down to the ground. Simply go through vinyasa or downward facing dog. Left leg back, inhale. Cross to the right. Extend the leg. Fallen triangle, opening up. in this moment. Massive gratitude for this breath. Bring the hand down. Sweep the leg back. Left knee, left tricep. You're here a few breaths. Just stay. Work the back leg. Push the floor away. Spread the shoulder blades. Bring the knee to center. Place your left foot forward. Back heel roots down. Rise up to center. Good. So I'm not giving you where your feet should be on your mat as far as heel to heel. Maybe it's heel to heel. Maybe it's a little wider. Maybe. Feel instead. Where do I feel centered? And that's going to be a better indicator that your feet are in a good place than by looking down and checking to make sure that they're lined up in any certain way. Feel. That's what this practice teaches us, to feel. Not to tune out, but to tune in. Discovery of our body, of our breath, emotions, mind, tendencies, discovery of ourselves ultimately. One more inhale. Bring your hands down. Step back, chaturanga or not. Rise open. Downward facing dog. Right leg back, inhale. Cross over to the left. Fallen triangle, maybe float this leg. And then bring it back around. Sweep the leg up and back. Right knee, right tricep. Little pause. Maybe you want to float this up for a moment. Kundanyasana. Bring the foot down, knee into your center. Place that right foot forward. Left heel roots. Rise. Lift the pelvis to lift the spine. Warrior one. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Cross over, fallen triangle, maybe float the leg. Bring it back around. Take the leg up and back. Left knee, left tricep. Shift it forward. Maybe float it up. Maybe you don't like mashed potatoes and that's mashed potatoes, so you don't have to take it. You can just pass it forward. Good. Bring the knee center. Place your foot between your hands. Everything is an offering. Rise up the center, warrior one. If you don't want what I'm offering, you skip it. And then chaturanga. Exhale. Rise. Inhale. Dog pose, exhale. Little pause. Little pause. We're going to build on this again. Enjoy the simplicity of it. Don't feel like you have to put the tricks in. And that's what they are. Arm balances are like, they're tricks. They trick us out of doubting ourselves, but they're not important. So if you don't need them, you don't take them. If you need something else, you do that. Inhale, right leg back. Cross to the left. Consider taking this right foot with your left hand. Fallen triangle, or maybe kick that leg overhead. And then come back through center. Sweep the leg up. Right knee, right tricep, little pause. Maybe float it up. Left leg down, right knee to center. Place your foot forward. One breath, warrior one. So when you get here, victory, you're a warrior. Rise up. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. Dog pose, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Cross over, fallen triangle, maybe take the foot, maybe extend it overhead. Bring it back, three-legged dog. Left knee, left tricep, option to take an arm balance here. And then left knee into the chest, place the foot forward, rise, Vira one. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise. Dog pose, exhale. Smooth out your breath. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Utkatasana, chair. Rise up with the right knee lifted. Kick the leg out. Consider taking the big toe or the knee. Left arm out to the side. Take the right leg out to the right. So big shift coming. Release the leg. Turning open on the left leg into half moon. Taking this left hand down, floor or block. Right leg presses back. Amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're going to soften your standing leg. You're going to stretch your right leg to the back of your mat. Turn the right heel in and then sink down Skandasana. Good. If you don't land in a place where you need to be, this is where you adjust it. We are going to turn toward the back of the mat. I promise you, you're going to be just fine. Turn toward the back of the mat. Square your right toes to the back of the mat. Come onto the left toes. Left hand roots down. Right hand rises up. Draw your feet toward each other. And then we're going to do this sort of twisting action. You're going to start to sink the left hip down and come onto the pinky side of the left foot. The right toes start to turn to the right. And then you're going to come all the way down. You twist around into half Gomukhasana. So your right knee is on top of your left knee. You're facing back to the front of the mat. Hello, home. We came home. And then maybe come forward, but maybe not. Maybe this is a better place for you. If you're forward, rise up, bring your hands behind you. So if your hands are there, you got a head start. You're going to slide your right ankle on top of your left thigh, and then you can adjust however you want. Bending that left knee, putting the foot down. So I like to kind of shorten my stance up a little bit here, or my seat, because I'm sitting. Flexing the right foot, toes toward the knee. If it feels good, maybe take the legs a little side to side. You don't have to be completely still here. Take one more breath here. And you're going to roll down onto your back. Keep your legs. Thread the needle, lift this leg up. Good. Release, holding the hands to the leg, but keep the legs in this shape if it's okay. Hands come behind the head, elbows are drop out wide, broaden the collarbones, inhaling. And exhale, curl up. Try to bring the shin toward the chest. Inhale and open. And then exhale, draw in. Inhale. Exhale. Move with your breath here. And so while as you're pulling that left knee in toward the chest to move the shin in, gently moving this right knee away from the shoulder as you draw in. Pretty much the whole time, actually. Last two. Last one. Bring it up, Navasana. We're going to come to chair. You can rock it back, rock it up. You can bring your feet around. You can use your hands, lifting through chair. Left knee lifts up. Rise up to stand. Extend that left leg out. Consider taking the big toe, or just take the big knee. The big knee. The big toe or the knee. And then open out, left leg to the left, right arm out to the right. And then we follow this energy line around, we come into half moon. So taking that left leg back, releasing the leg with a hand, and then right hand to the ground or onto a block. Expand in all directions. Soften the standing leg. Stretch your left leg toward the back of your mat. Left heel turns slightly in toward the middle of the mat to come into Skandasana. And you'll find where that lineup makes the most sense in your body. And if your ankles are tight, probably stay up a little higher. Or you can allow the heel to lift up, no big deal. No big deal. Give that right heel some weight, some pressure down. One more inhale. Turn toward the back of your mat. Root the right hand, square the feet off. So left toes point straight back behind you. You're on the right toes. And then twist to your left, taking that left hand to the sky. Yeah. Pull your feet toward each other. Push down into that right hand to find more leverage for the top arm. Check back in with your breath. And then we've got this transition. Stay connected the whole time. So you start to dip the right hip down. You turn onto the pinky side of the foot. This left leg has to kind of start to wrap open. And then carefully lowering down. It doesn't have to be slick. You're going to come around into half Gomukhasana. So you've got the left knee stacked on top of the right, and the right leg is straight. So good. Lifting up, maybe coming forward. If you're forward, rise up. Bring your hands behind your hips. Lean back just a smidge. Bend the right leg. Slide this left ankle to the right thigh. Lift the spine. So we're not resting back in the arms, you're lifting up. And you can make this as spacious as you need it to be so that you don't feel like you're jamming on your shoulders. Roll the shoulders open. You might need to scoot a little forward for this next part. We're going to come down onto our backs and then thread the needle here. Follow your breath. You're going to keep the shape of the legs, bring the hands behind the head. Inhale, open up the chest, let the elbows drop wide. Exhale, everything curls up. Inhale, exhale. Keep moving here with your breath. Keep that left ankle active. Keep pushing that left knee wide. Bye, baby. I love you. Have fun. And then from here, we lift and rise, boat pose. This time, cross the shins, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Right leg back, inhale. Cross over to the left. Fallen triangle or any variation of that. Release it, sweep up and back. Right knee, right tricep. Arm balance if you want, or just stay here and breathe. Bring the knee, right knee to center. Place your right foot forward. Warrior one, rising up. And warrior one, exhale, bend the elbows. Keep the bend in the elbows. Tip the spine forward, come onto the back toes. And then come into warrior three, lifting off. Back leg super strong. Imprint the sensation of this back leg in your body. And then rise to chair pose. Bring the feet together. Lift the heart. Pick up your right knee. Cross your right ankle on your left thigh. And then sit down. This is perfect. This does not have to change. This is perfect. It does not have to change. Maybe hands come down to the ground. Channel that core work we just did lying down and thread the needle. And if you want, wrap your right foot around your left shoulder. This is important. And then slide the triceps as high into the shin as you can, or the shin into the triceps as high as you can. And then hands come down. And then you tip. And you pick up the left foot, maybe. And then if it's there for you, you channel warrior three in that left leg. We're going to come back out the same way we came in. Rise up. Right knee comes up. Big toe or knee, take the foot or the knee, open out to the side. Come into half moon. Stay with me. This time, reverse warrior. Take the foot back. So we're just weaving together. You've done all these poses, one other than flying pigeon. And then bring it around. Vinyasa or down dog. Pause. Trust your body. Trust your breath. Left leg back with an inhale. Cross over to the right, fallen triangle, or any variation here. Bring it back around. Sweep the left leg back. Left knee, left tricep. Take an arm balance if you want, or just stay here. Pull the left knee into your heart. Place your left foot forward. Right heel roots. Rise to warrior one. Bend the elbows wide. Inhale, lift the back heel, tip forward. And then take off into warrior three. Get a sense of that strong back leg. Imprint it into your mind. Yes, you're amazing, beautiful. Come into chair pose, top of the mat. Good, left knee lifts. Cross your ankle on your thigh. And then sink down. Stay here. Or sink deeper, bring the chest toward the shin. Bring your hands to the ground. Plant your hands. Take your time here, we've got time. Wrap the foot around the shoulder. Slide the shin up into the triceps. Start to tip forward. And then maybe that right leg lifts. And you're pushing the shin down into the arms and you're pushing your belly back to get that lift. It's the same shape you did on your back. So good. So good. Come back out the same way you came in. Rise up. Take the knee or the big toe. And then open it up. Oh, did I just do the same side twice? No, I did not. Phew. That wouldn't be unlike me. Reverse warrior, take it back. Bring it around. Chaturanga. Exhale. Rise. Downward facing dog. Pause here in your breath. So good. Beautiful. Bring your knees down, come around to seated. Sit comfortably. You're going to take your right hand, thumb and ring finger. Thumb and ring finger. Take an inhale. Take a full exhale. And then right thumb plugs your right nostril. Inhale left. Ring finger plugs left nostril. Exhale right. Stay here. Inhale. Plug right nostril. Exhale left. Stay and inhale. Plug, switch and exhale. Stay for the inhale. Plug right, exhale left. That's our pattern. Inhale. Plug, exhale right. So you're inhaling, you're switching after the inhale. You're exhaling and inhaling on the other side, switching after the inhale. Continue on your own. Switching after the inhale. If you flip it, it's not the end of the world. You're going to finish on an exhale through the right nostril. And then release both hands to your legs when you're there. And then breathe freely. alternate nostril breathing is a beautiful breath exercise to balance our energy, to balance our brains. Just feel the effects of it. Not everyone loves it right away. Notice your response, don't judge it, just feel. And then lie down on your backs. Bridge pose. Shoulders press down, triceps press down, rise up. Maybe lacing the hands behind the hips. Stretching the knees forward. Feel the entire foot rooting down. And release out with an exhale. Pause, take a really big inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. And then we set up for another round. Bridge, upward facing bow, any other back bend that you like. Rise with an inhale. Your exhale brings you up. Full breath in. Sigh the breath out. Let go of what doesn't serve you in this moment. And that's what we're going to do with the year, right? Anything that doesn't serve you from 2020, we let it go. We take the things with us that were pivotal and important. It's been a banner year in a lot of ways. One more back bend if it's there for you. Rise up. Release out with an exhale. One last time, full breath in. Exhale it out. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock a little side to side. In this moment, feeling what you need for the next minute or so. So feeling what you need. Maybe you need to be quiet. Maybe you want another shot at flying pigeon. Or maybe you want to get upside down. It'll end up being 2 minutes when it's said and done, but I like to say 1 minute and that keeps me on track. So whatever it is that your body is craving, maybe you just want some still and some breath. Maybe you want to get your legs above your heart. Maybe there's a standing pose like triangle that you were hoping we would do and you didn't do it, and you'll do that instead. I don't know what I need. I need to pause. And that's a good sort of real-time brainwave there. I need to pause and see what I need. And sometimes we do things out of habit because we think that's what we need because we needed that last week or a year ago or 5 years ago, and it's become this pattern of what we do. Feel what you actually need today. Last few breaths here. If you're in an inversion, come through whatever counter you might need. onto your back. I always come into these end of the year classes with all these thoughts about, intentions and letting go of old and embracing new, and then ultimately, I always feel like this is your practice, and whatever it is you need today is going to come up at some point in time. And maybe for the next few moments, I'll just let you decide if this is useful for you or not. You know, like when you watch CNN, or when you were younger, it was like MTV, and they do like the recap of what happened. Your legs are up and you're shaking your legs out. Sorry if I didn't say that. You're just shaking them out. The recap of the things that happened over the course of the year. And if it were to play out your own personal little recap, honoring the challenges, honoring the grief, the sadness, the anger, but also finding those moments in there of those pivot points, of things that shifted and changed. Right leg comes on top of left leg. Recline to Gomukhasana, support the knees, support the shins or the feet. If this doesn't work, you'll come back to thread the needle or any other happy hip opener. And so as you recall your year, embracing both sides of the coin, the happy, the sad, the comfort, the fear. We exist in duality. And I hope for everyone there's something that the challenges of this year brought out in you that wouldn't have happened otherwise. Switch the legs. Unravel the legs, come into Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together. If this doesn't feel good, find something else that's symmetrical on your body. So maybe just legs out straight for a moment. And then if you need a twist or something else before Shavasana, you'll do that now. If you're ready to go into Shavasana from here, just simply release the legs out. If there's another position you want to finish your practice in, like seated meditation, legs up the wall, side lying, any of those, whatever it is that suits you, you'll find that now. And then as you surrender to stillness, just allow yourself to be. If that means you need to move at some point in time, that's fine. Just know that the state you're in here is perfect. body with the breath as the mind starts to connect back in. Gentle movements until you find the right pathway to find your way to sitting. And once you're seated, let your hands rest on your thighs. Let the spine rise up. Feel the breath soft and easy. Feel how your practice landed on you today. And being my last class of the year, being our last practice together of the year, I thank you so much for being here. Let's leave the things behind we don't need. Let's take the good things with us. We're on a good path, even though there's still a lot of hardship. There's a lot of collective grief around us. But doing this together helps us change the tone of the world. Bring your hands together. Lift your heart into your thumbs and bow your mind to your heart. Rise, inhale, eyes open gently. You are amazing. Namaste.